Hi guys, welcome to your weekly update, part 2 of trend trading. Last week we spoke about how to identify a trend. This week we're going to add some Fibonacci tools to our trading and spot those high probability reversal areas. This video is hosted by Everest Markets. My name is Sandford. I'm going to be your presenter. Before we start the video, let's just take some time to go through a disclaimer, pause the video and read through this. Okay, so let's dive into the 4-hourly chart of the euro yen here, and you can see that we've been in a nice uptrend on the euro yen, and then we get this sort of big topping tail on the candlestick on the 4-hourly chart, and we come down making lower highs, and if we break through this area here, we could be making lower lows. Okay, but there's no doubt about it. This top in the market looks like it's going to be the recent high in the market for a little while, but we have this nice Elliott wave formation forming as we speak, and it looks like we could go lower. But it's okay looking at this after the events happened, but how do we trade this? How do we make money from this? And where do we short this market? Because there's no doubt about it, we are making lower highs. So what I like to use is the Fibonacci retracement tool, and also a symmetry tool that we can use here in the Forex chart package. Now, last night or yesterday, it's Monday yesterday, Sunday night, we had the gap down here, the news out regarding US government lockdown, and then we fill the gap. That was the gap, then we filled that gap, and then we traded around this 133 area over here, and this was the area I was looking to get short. But why was I looking to get short in that area there? So I've identified first we're in a downtrend. So what I did, I started to project some Fibonacci retracement tools. I take it from this low here, and we'll take it from the high, and let's bring this down a little bit here to take it from the right place. And what I'm looking at is the 50% retracement area. Now 50 is not a Fibonacci number, but it's used widely in trading the Forex market, and for me that is my trigger to get short. If I'm looking to short this market, I don't want to be shorting it here or here. I want to be shorting it as it's going up in a downtrend. Okay, so as it's going up in a downtrend, I'm looking for this 50% area to get short. Stop placement is going to be above this 38.2%, as long as it doesn't close above the 50%. Now the close is most important, not the range, the close. Okay guys, I like to see a close above this 50% for it to go higher. And if it stays below there, then we're happy. I'm happy that we're going to roll over and go lower. Stop above this 38.2% in here. Alright, so that's how I like to identify entry places, entry areas to actually short the market in here. Now drawing your Fibonacci tools is always a challenge. When you're first starting trading, there's a lot of people that draw it incorrectly. Now what I like to do is just not draw project one Fibonacci retracement lines here. I want to see and build evidence that this 133 area here is a good reversal area. So what I could do is also use what we use here in the charts is the Fibonacci expansion tool. Could be called something else, but I like to use this tool for overlaps. So I'm looking for somewhere to project it from. So I take it from this low here where it pulled back to this high here. Now that will give me and record an amount of pips that it's moved up until it started going down. So then I move it over to this area here, and I project it from the same place I started with my retracement tool, and then click it and let go. Now you can see I'm looking at this 100% area. Maybe we should change the color so you can see it better. But I'm looking at this 100% because this from here to here is the same amount of points from here to this 100% area here. Okay, it's similar, it's symmetry. But you could just use symmetry on its own to identify key reversal areas, but if you can build a bigger picture like using the retracement tool, and if we can get an overlap, we know this 133 is a big resistance, not only in the symmetry projection here, but also in the 50% retracement area. So it's a big resistance area, and this is the area I'm looking to get short. Okay, so we know that when we trade the markets, they go in waves. It comes to the downside here, we retrace. Downside, we retrace. Downside, we retrace. Now, if these retracement areas are 50% areas, plus, we are looking at 100% symmetry areas, then this is a high probability area to actually get short in here. Right, so just understanding how to draw these tools is going to help you in your trading. Okay, let's just take these off, and let's just practice some drawing the Fibonacci retracement tool. And let's take some past areas here. Let's take it from this high all the way down to this low here. Okay, and as price goes up, a lovely impulse move to the upside, and then we pull back here, and you can see that there's that 50% area. We cannot close through that 50% area, and then we push higher on that next impulse move to the upside. Alright, so projecting it from the highs then down to these lows. And what you could do also then is that you could do the same thing, but take it from, you've got to start at the same place, but bring it down to an area where it's a little bit higher. And if we start to see areas where we get overlaps on this, where the lines overlap each other, then that's a big support area in this case if we're pushing higher on the euro yen. Until we breach that, until we push down and close below these areas down here, then the trend is intact and we are going higher. Okay, so just using those tools to help you identify areas of reversals when you're trading with a trend. Alright, and let's just do one more. Let's take let's take this high. Okay, and let's bring it all the way down to this recent low here. And you can see that we start to come down and start to close below the 50%. Now for me then, that's a heads up, that's a warning sign that the trend could start to change. We're getting lots of closes below there, lots of closes, and then suddenly an impulse move to the downside, retracement, short there, looking for a bigger move to the downside. Okay, hope it helps guys, and look forward to speaking to you on next week's video. Take care, have a great rest of the week.